Alright guys, we are back here with the semi-finals of the EPT NA Weekly. Up here in the top left, it's Dragon Phoenix Gaming Zest. He is indeed best. He's going to be going up in a PvP up against Hero. Oh, cheesy master of our minds. The guy who likes to blink his stalkers forwards. That's right, him and Patience, birds of a feather, tar together. That is what they say. Yeah, they like to tar and feather their enemies. They like to insult them. They like to dance on their graves, and they like to blink stalkers into immortals. So keep an eye on how Hero engages Zest, a bit more of a straightforward player, I would say. And that's something to keep in mind, as we are, of course, on a map with a full 8 mineral patch gold base, something which has not been seen in the ladder pool in a very long time. Alright, Probe is going to be circling around. We've got Zealots on the way for both gateways there. Just trying to block each other. Of course, both guys are mining a lot of gas. So neither side is expecting that Nexus to just get down for free. But as the Zealot comes out, could work on it. Stargate goes down in Zest, going for the full wall off. He likes to do that every single time. Zest and, was it Xeon does the same thing? Maybe there was another Protoss player. There was a mirror, Zest and someone else, and they both did it recently. Now Hero is not going for it, and Zest is like, wait a second, buddy, what's going on? Okay, what are you up to, dude? What are you up to? And he's going to see no Stargate on this pylon, and he's going to say, wait, what the hell? Of course, we can see that Hero is going to go straight for that gold base. So he's gone Stalker, Zealot. That probe does go cascading down there off the side of this map. And Sentry comes out, so that's going to give a bit of scouting for Hero. Meanwhile, Zest building a shield battery, because he's like, oh shit, I might be getting proxied. Now, of course, I think he will. Where is he rallying to? He's rallying to the main. He should really check that gold base, that's for sure. Oh, Hero's going to lose that probe. Yeah, nicely done by Zest. Does kill the probe. Limits the information there inside his base. Zest has paused probing. Hero continuing to probe for now. This Oracle, very important unit, because there's only one Stalker. The shield battery not ready for another 15 seconds from now. So that's actually going to do good damage if it finds this probe line. 2 Stalkers hanging out with those probes right on top of them. And a Sentry and a shield battery in the main as well now. Sentry plus shield battery can, of course, defend a single Oracle. Twilight Council is already on the way for Hero, and it is also on the way for Zest. Zest adding a second and a third gateway. He would love to be aggressive here. Both sides equal on workers, of course, but income should be starting to get a little ahead here for Hero over Zest as the gold minerals start to kick in. Oh, the Oracles go for a Stalker kill. Chad play. Oh, very nice play there. That was really well done. And he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probes. That might be a GG maneuver right there from Zest. He's already found damage with the double Oracle, and now he's got a 3-gate, 4-gate blink building up behind it. So he's already got his next attack lined up. That gold base, it gives you a lot of income. And what looked really good for Hero before, we now see, okay, I mean, his income's going to catch back up a little, but being behind 6 probes this early does suck. He's only on 2 gateways. So going up to 2 gateways, up against a guy who's going up against to 4, does add his own 3rd gateway to help even that out. Another 2 probes go down, but an Oracle does fall for it. Not a free piece of damage there. Now Zest can't leave his base until Blink's done. He also can't build a forward pylon on the map. So, I mean, this is the problem with this Stargate wall-off that Zest loves so much, as it does limit your options. I feel if he's building a forward gateway here right now, he could just, you know, warp in on the low ground or whatever. I don't know if you can actually reach across those rocks. But, you know, you could set up a forward pylon over here, warp in, and just kill him. I'm not saying that's not possible. It's just going to be a bit harder to do in this scenario now. So, for Hero, you need to really focus on your Stalker production. There's only one Oracle, so I think he needs to bring all of these Stalkers to the front. He's got 2 more gateways on the way. He'd like to see those kick in. Probing has stopped for Zest a little while ago. I'm amazed he's not killing one of these buildings. Yeah, he took a long time to decide to do that. Zest here, I mean, the Phoenix see mass Stalker. You know what you're up against. 1, 2, 3 extra gateways in the main. And immediately, an extra shield battery at the front of the gold base. He's taking a gas on the 3rd. And honestly, pylons plus Stalkers is what it's got to be. Hero even takes one of the Stalkers out of his main, realizes I'm going to need everyone up front to defend this. Forge goes down behind it for Zest. Zest seems very committed on this attack, but like I said, without a forward warp-in point, I'm not 100% convinced he'll be able to break through. He does have a great Stalker advantage right now, already killing a probe. Oh, that stasis trap's real tricky there. He'd like Hero to chase into that stasis trap. Zest is happy to just kind of try and work the numbers game here. Hero does have his own 4th and 5th gateway up now as well. 5 gates up against the 4 of Zest. And he's got the gold base working, and they're on even probes. Oh, but Hero, he did not spot the stasis, and he gets baited in. Zest realized that Hero, like I said, he likes to blink forward. He likes to attack forward wherever possible. He doesn't like sitting back defensive. I think Zest knew that. That's why he put that stasis down ahead of time. And sorry guys for removing the sound for a moment, but honestly, that is just a game-winning maneuver. Right when I thought Hero was completely stabilized, he walks into the stasis trap and basically just takes devastating damage. 11 probes. He blinks forward as well because he's an absolute savage. This shield battery trying to help out, but Zest losing his stalkers as they're warping in. Has Zest overextended? I think he has, guys. Hero doing fantastically here. And my god, Zest actually did overcommit, warping those stalkers into that fight, standing his ground. Hero blinks with his dick, blinks forward on that army, and I mean, he actually got revenge there. Can you believe it? He actually managed to get revenge. Yes, he's down 8 workers, but he can continue forward with this attack. He can probe up. I'd love to see him drop a 3rd base behind it, as those gold bases do mine out very quickly, but I mean, he's kind of low on workers there, so he doesn't have the money. He's just going to go for the attack right now, and look at that. He's got enough stalkers to one-shot. Oh, nice dodge from Zest, but shield battery is now gone as well. He's going to try and back out his Hero. He doesn't want to overcommit. Oh, wow, Zest blinks forward that time. Does lose a pylon, but Hero just playing it kind of careful, trying to probe up behind this. And honestly, he's got the Stalker advantage. I don't really see him losing control of this situation. 15 Stalkers versus 6. Make it 7. And Zest, I mean, I didn't really like the follow-up because he wasn't taking a quick 3rd, and his attack, it was definitely just no forward warp-in point for such a long time. And no gateway on the front either, so those slow warp-ins really hurt him. Hero, look at the way he focuses down the damage dealers, tries to go after those stalkers, ignoring the probes until after he's killed most of the damage dealers. He could just blink forward now at this point. He's going to blink away. An odd choice, but it is a choice that he decides to make. Waits for the next round of stalkers and says, no, just sync him up. Rather than making this chaotic and overwhelming, let's just run forward and one-shot your stalkers. And damn, Hero fights back there. I really thought with that stasis trap, Zest had won the game, but Hero holds on. Alright guys, let's go. Down in the bottom left, Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Zest. He's got to be a little triggered at how that one slipped away. His early oracles did some great damage, but this man does not go down without a fight. It is the Chaos Master, the smiling assassin. It is Hero. The 2 probes did just pass each other in the middle of the map. And they are going for those low ground wall-offs. Even on maps with no ramp, the low ground wall-off is becoming the norm, guys. Max Packs has influenced the meta. And I think this is huge. The fact that we have seen Max Packs change the meta of PvP recently is just such a testament to how good that kid is. On maps like this, for the longest time, it was standard to go 2 gates on the high ground. Yet I'm seeing more and more of these pros who used to love doing that style steadily after they've played Max Packs enough times and they've struggled against him doing it. They're all coming around. They've all heard the word. Have you heard the word of our Lord and Savior, Crown Royal Prince of Denmark, Maximus Paximus? Because if you haven't, he'll say, you know what? You can always defend a 1-gate expand against anything. You just need Void Rays, batteries, cannons, if you see that they're committing to it, and then add Immortals as the final piece. And he's got a very high success rate with that defense. Fun fact from chat, according to Serenity Willing, Hero has won the last 6 Open Cup encounters versus Zest. Really? Wow, that's a surprising stat. Zest dominates these cups, guys. So Hero apparently has his number a little bit, as we do see the fast Stargate for Hero. Zest looks like just wants to go for the quicker Nexus this time around. Stalker to deny scouting, and oh, he does go Stargate, but he hides it. Ah, so what he's baited here. Now, Hero thinks there's going to be a quicker Nexus, so Hero's probably going to open Oracle. Zest's baiting him into doing that, and Zest is going to go straight for Phoenix on his own Stargate. So this is actually a really cool move. Hero does not have that info about the Stargate, probably thinks there's a Nexus down, but check this out, guys. He's going to come back in. Unfortunately for him, he's not timed it out. Actually, it's okay. The Stalker's not going to pop for a few more seconds. He'll get in. and get a full scout. He sees the Nexus is very late. He's like, hey, that's even later than mine. What the hell, dude? And he sees the Stargate. So great scouting by Hero. And Hero immediately chrono boosts to Phoenix, realizing, oh, we're probably going to be in a Phoenix war. And Zest's attempt to get a head start, not able to work out. It looks like he gets an Adept Snipe there as well. Of course, he did already kill a probe, did Hero, so that's good on him. But he doesn't have any units right now. And Hero, oh, what is this opening? How do you not have a Stalker? He's got one Zealot and one Phoenix. Oh, he's in big trouble, guys. He needs to have already put another battery down. He's so late on this. He might just die to 2 Stalkers and his Hero. Oh, he's got 2 Phoenix, but he shouldn't even pick up the Stalker because they're not going to be able to kill that in time, will he? He times it out with his Stalker popping. His Zealot does waste a bit of the enemy's attacking time, and he's going to pick up that other Stalker as well. Good micro. Great micro by Hero. There we go. Okay, he will finish that last Stalker off. And looks like with some probe micro, should be able to kill the Zealot eventually as well. Hopefully with no losses. And just barely hangs on there without losing too much. So very nicely done. There are now Phoenix out, of course, for Zest. He'd like to kill this probe. Does get it, but he might lose a Phoenix for it. Oh, this is real bad for Zest. He loses a Phoenix there a bit too far in the enemy territory. He's got a second Stargate coming behind this, as well as a third Gas Geyser, but I mean, you got to keep in mind, Hero's already up to that, guys. Hero's on 4 Phoenix versus 2 right now. He knows he's ahead on this, and he's like, cool, I'll just pull back, wait for my 4th one. I'll pick up some probes while I'm here, and oh, you want to fight? Okay, let's go. Now, Hero should absolutely have chased him down a little bit quicker there, I think. Tried to focus fire as his highest priority, but oh, gets the Stalker. That means his Stalker can start just killing probes. He's probing behind it. He's adding his own second Stargate behind it. But I think the way he's playing this, Hero should probably kill 1 or 2 more probes and then just leave with his Phoenix. Because right now, look, he's outnumbered slightly. His own 4th Phoenix will come in just after the fight starts. Oh my god. Looks like he killed another probe there. He does force that pickup, and look at this. Oh, I think with the Stalker on the ground, he might still do okay in this trade as well. As I say, that beautiful stacking there by Zest, and it looks like Zest does tie up those Phoenix losses at 5 for Hero and actually 4 for Zest. So very nicely done, but 4 probes went down during all of that, and that's very big damage. So I think Hero's okay here. I don't think the early Fleet Beacon is necessary. You're on such a low Phoenix count. I think that's jumping the gun. I actually think going for the 3rd base, much more important than that, because then he could maintain this lead, and I don't see Zest coming back from that. Just don't miss Phoenix production. That's your highest priority, because you've got to close this gap on the Phoenix, right? Zest is a bit broke right now. He's not able to produce Phoenix nonstop. Notice that Phoenix stops. He doesn't have 100 gas for another one. So he's in big trouble right now. 6 Phoenix versus 4. We've got that probe coming on in, doing what it can do, and seeing what the hell can go on. So he's going to try and do some damage here. 6 versus 5, but I don't know, man. Hero's got that Phoenix range coming in. I doubted it as the priority, but I mean, it's a very real advantage. Shield batteries for Zest. This is a really silly and cute way of trying to get back in it. Oh, he catches a Phoenix popping, and now he wants to bait Hero into fighting over the shield batteries. But Hero just needs to wait for his upgrade to kick in. It's only about 10 seconds away. He's got an Adept in there. I would love to see him actually focusing the probes. He's going to look for a Phoenix as well, but he misses it. He misses the rally. Hero, you got to be careful, bud. Oh, and he's rallying through. Hero, what are we doing, mate? Some really awkward play from Hero. Remember that Hero mechanically F2s a lot and plays really weird mechanics. He's going to start killing some probes. Look at that. He's got Phoenix range. He should be able to win this fight pretty handily. But notice the way Zest just jumps on top of him. It's really hard to actually use that 2 range advantage. And this is what I'm talking about. Look at that. He gets a few shots. Shield batteries heal it. He's going to go ground now. Oh, Zest. He's actually going 5 gate. He's swapping into pure Stalkers. He's saying, okay, you have the Phoenix range. Guess what? I've got Stalkers. And suddenly, dude, Zest might just win the game with this. Oh, this is actually insane. I don't know what Hero could do here. I mean, he's going to have to just basically win the Phoenix fight and then pick up the Stalkers, right? He's got to commit to this sort of battle, and I'd love to see him go across and pick units up, but then he'll just get jumped on. Oh, man. If Zest actually brings the game back with this forward battery shenanigans, I'll be so impressed. Phoenix versus 9. Void Ray and a Phoenix are on the way right now, so he's going to add Void Rays is Hero. Hero's like, look, I've got enough Phoenix. Now I just need something to actually beat these bloody Stalkers. And he's going to lose that gateway he is, man. He wants to pick up these units, but he can't do it. You got to go heal those Phoenix, dude. They've already lost some shields. Oof. So even though they get range, it does not increase the range of their pickup ability, guys. And that's the problem. DT Shrine as well. Oh, Zest is so big brain. He's like, look, I don't think I'm going to kill him here, but if I can keep him really busy and distracted, he's got no detection right now. And that's Zest. Zest got another win condition that's lining up behind this. If he can just keep Hero occupied, there's no Forge, there's no Oracles, there's no Robo. No detection on the map. This is crazy. Oh, shit. Stalker's coming forward. Oh, almost gets a Phoenix, but no. Stalker does go down there. Good defense by Hero. He's got 2 more Void Rays popping, so that's 4 Void Rays in total. He's warping in some Zealots as well, just as some raw tanking units to be in the mix. That DT Shrine is going to win the game. Zest is a genius, guys. If he just waits for like 3 or 4 DTs, runs in and depowers the Stargate, then he wins the game. Now, obviously, Hero could potentially wall him out. He could chrono an Oracle. But I actually feel like Zest here is about to pull a rabbit out of the hat. This is so cool. If the problem is, where do you warp in? I think he should warp in here. Okay, he's going to warp in over there. Hero cannot see that at all. Will he notice? Let's go to Hero's camera, guys. We're on Hero's camera. Notice the blur on the right side of your screen walking into his base, but he's focused on the Phoenix engagement. Zest purposefully distracts him there, realizing it doesn't matter if I get crushed in this fight. All I need to do is run in with my DTs and fuck shit up there. But he accidentally pulls the DTs back a little bit, and his army, he's still fighting over here. Phoenix Stalker fighting versus Stalker Void Ray Zealot. Dude, but the DTs are in the base. Look at that. Oh, clutch force field by Hero. He's going to get Oracles out. He will get Oracles out just due to that clutch force field protecting the Stargates. But he's already lost 19 workers. Now he's got 2 Oracles popping. So there we go. Look at that. He can Revelate 1. Oh my god, what a hold by Hero here. He gets another Revelation down. He's got to wait for the cooldown. It's going to be a few more seconds. And there we go. Revelation is available. And he keeps the Stargates powered there. Of course, they had another pile on the left side as well. And another Revelation goes down, but he misses that guy. Uh-oh. That means he needs to wait for 25 energy, guys. He's 7 energy off right now, and these extra probes going down are huge. Zest's going to go for a 3rd base behind this. He's realizing he's going to do a lot of economic damage, and Revelation kicks in. He kills it, but not before another 7 or 8 workers go down. This is huge plays by Zest. And Zest, he's still massing Stalkers. He's adding Blink. He's adding a 3rd base. Honestly, for Zest, he needs a 4th as well because his Natural's about to mine out as well. Oh, he's going to just go for it. Takes down an Oracle, takes down a Void Ray, but he is fighting in Prismatic Alignment, and he misclicks, does Zest. Takes a lot of Prismatic Alignment damage. But you know what? He's already done so much economic damage, it might not even matter. This might actually just be enough to win this game. What an absolute savage Zest here. And it's always Stargate versus Stargate. The cheeky Dark Shrine, especially if you can make your opponent think you're 100% committed to Phoenix, or to air, or to gateway, you know, Stalker units or whatever. It's such a clever switch in there. And Hero did get caught off guard by it. If he built even just 1 Oracle preemptively, he would have been fine against it. But that's just such a big brain move there by Zest. And Hero, he's now way behind on army. Dude. What do you even build as him? He's just making Stalkers, but Blink. Blink's going to kick in. There's a 3rd base up. Phoenix even picking up probes in the main base. Another 4 probes go down, and I can't believe this. Hero with a miraculous comeback in game 1. Zest with a miraculous forward shield battery Phoenix Stalker push into that. Oh my god! He eats a giant stasis trap. Ah! Zest! I don't think it matters, because the thing is, like, Hero can't chase him down and kill these units to take advantage of it. I do like this. The Oracle's going to go in, kill some probes on the other side, but there's still more Stalkers here than he can handle. Oh, he tries to get the stasis trap round 2. He gets it. Oh, you Chad. Perfectly timed by Hero. He gets the stasis out. Zest misclicks it when he was trying to focus on it, and that's so well done. The Oracle is in the main as well now. It's going to kill 1 more probe there before battery overcharge does go down and protect that. 3rd base is under assault. Dude, this is still a very crazy tight game. Is this going to be enough for Hero? I don't think so. I think Zest wins this fight. Even though he's near the shield batteries, he's not in range of them right now. Obviously, Hero taking the best fight that he can. He recalls this Oracle home into the Phoenix, unfortunately. Stalkers will try to get some damage on those, but those Phoenix being used so well by Zest. Stalkers pick off the Nexus on the left, and then they can easily disengage whenever they feel like it. Look at that. He kills a Stalker, blinks away. Phoenix killing the probes on the right. Beautiful, beautiful play here by Zest. Some zesty PvP. And look at that. He's okay, a bit of a dodgy. Oh, great force fields. Yeah, dodgy blink forward and some great force fields by Hero to punish him. Hero's been building some adepts, partially because he's just gas starved and in general resource starved right now. He's going to try and send some probes back to the main base. Phoenix still being a massive pain in the ass, and great blink control versus still no blink for Hero. This is so sick, dude. Okay, we've got the Phoenix up there in the main, picking off a few more probes. Adepts are coming in. He wants to shade into the natural, but there's plenty of Stalkers. He's going to go after them anyway. Okay. Oh, I like the Stalker force field. He'll only get so many probes here before going down. And look at that. Stalker backstab as well. Zest is just being such a nuisance with these guys, running circles around him. Hero gonna have to tap out. We have a 1-1 series. Oh, that's so sick. All right, this series is really kicking off, isn't it? I hope we keep up the same pace of crazy strategies. In the bottom left, Dragon Phoenix Gaming Zest. And in the top right, it is Hero. According to Twitch chat, this series is what happens when both Protoss players have brain ridges. No smooth brains here. We're talking about big old ridges. It looks like a goddamn landscape. We're talking about little valleys and ridges and cliffs and shit. Like it is a full-on delta. You know, there's like a river delta of little rivulets and pathways and ravines and whatnot running through the surface of these guys' brains. They are both so smart, and I gotta say, Hero handled that Stalker battery push so well, and he's got to feel a little bit cheated that Zest was so clever to get those DTs out, but it was really the perfect play. And it's that sort of thinking which people are always like, oh, cheesing is dumb. It's just, does the attack work? And if not, nah. But there's a real art form to cheesing. When you get better at cheeses, you start to learn the tells of like, this is not going to work, but let's continue to make it look like I'm going to do it, and let's counter their counter. Well, if your opponent's only building batteries, Void Rays, Phoenix, and Stalkers, guess what? He doesn't have any detection, does he? So he goes the Dark Shrine. It's the counter to the counter. And having that shit sort of mapped out, you develop these like set plays and this, oh, I know what to do in this situation. It's pattern recognition, right? But you need to get a lot of practice in these sorts of different situations, these non-meta situations where there's a lot more, you know, it's off the beaten path. You need to get a bit more experience out in the woods because things are a little bit less set in stone, and trying to make the right decisions can be tough. Double Adept for Zest into a proxy Stargate. So that's going to be a very quick Oracle by the looks of it from Zest. And Hero, on the other hand, just going Stalker. He's getting his own defensive Stargate, which of course gets spotted. But Hero, does he see this? Oh, he does! And you know what? Zest doesn't see the Zealot. Oh, this is so good for Hero. Does Hero try to depower it? I think it's worth. I think it's absolutely worth just going after that pylon. And look at that, he's going to do it. His own expansion gets pylon blocked, but he's already got a Stalker out there as well, and Zest has got to feel his heart sink. Oh, shit. He's got to know. Look at that. The probe can chase his probe off, get some damage on it. So if it comes back into drop units, that can be big. The Stalker and the Zealot going to do real well, and he will be able to... Oh, second pylon does get down. Interesting. So the Adepts are going to go after the probe, and then the Zealot after that. Stalker not going to stop to fight that. Interesting. Interesting moves by Hero. He's going for defensive Phoenix and a shield battery at home. He's got another Stalker coming out. So he rotates the Stalker around and he says, okay, let's get some more damage on it. Meanwhile, we've got no gateway units on the way. Oh, 2 more Stalkers did just pop for Zest, sorry. So Zest has got 2 Stalkers heading out here. I think as Hero, you give up and disengage right now. Because you've got to realize the Phoenix is about to pop. Unless you're willing to recall, there's no way you win this fight. So look at that. Now with the Phoenix out, he could lose this fight pretty badly. Yeah, big overstay here for Hero. Look at this. Now he loses at least 1 Stalker. And the Adepts should be able to shade after and get the other Stalker as well, potentially. There is a shield battery out front, but definitely took too long to pull back. And now he's walled himself outside of his base, and there's a pylon there. Oh, man. He's stuck on 1 base. He's making a 3rd gateway right now. This is a real awkward scenario. Oh, I like that. Tries to catch the Phoenix popping, doesn't get it. And look at this, 4 gate. Okay, so we've got 4 gateways So Zest is probably going to stop at about 4 Phoenix and then just go pure Stalkers. And meanwhile, though, there is a third gateway in here, which has also been spotted, by the way. Zest sees. He's on 4 gates versus 3 gates. And the thing is, as long as Zest has the information and Hero doesn't, he might just surprise him with this big 4-gate attack. Only 21 probes for Zest, by the way, guys. His economy sucks. He's not even on full mineral mining right now. And what a weird little sim city as well with his building placement. But he's just going for broke. Zest has been so aggressive recently. And he's just trying to get that momentum and carry it through. 4 Phoenix versus 3. The 4 Phoenix, they're unable to find any rallying Phoenix. And they end up just running through the fight. But uh-oh. Adepts in the main base going to cause you some trouble. Okay, so the Adepts do go down in the main base. Yes, they do. Meanwhile, Stalker's skirmishing out there at the third. The Phoenix chasing for Hero. Very cavalier. But he gets a Stalker kill. He's killing a Phoenix as well. Oh, great! Micro from Hero on the Phoenix, guys. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. He kills every single Phoenix. Nice target fire by Zest to finish off the Reddit point Phoenix. Does it matter? I don't think so. He's just been absolutely routed. Now, here is where things could turn in Zest's favor. Stalker for a Stalker, though. Still not an amazing trade. Remember, oh, look at this. So Hero's going to swap into full defense mode. Nothing but 3-gate Stalker production and maybe some Phoenix from here. But he's going to sneak his Adepts around the map, around this force. And if he can get those in the mineral line, he knows he's going to just obliterate Zest's already very small economy. He sees more Stalkers warping in. Just got to pull back, fight with the battery, and that'll be great. He's warping in Zealots and Phoenix right now. So his old mindset is, look, I'll pick up a bunch of Stalkers, which means Zest has to stand and fight. And that means you're standing and fighting with Zealots. And Zealots are just so cheap, so much damage, such good stats. Uh-oh, here come the Adepts. He's going to try and jump on the army at the same time. But he sees that Zest is actually going to run forward and kind of go all in with this army. Seeing that response, Hero realizes, oh, okay, just pull back to the battery and just try to hang on. That's all we need to do here. Look at this. He's going to pick off a few of those Stalkers. The Zealots were going to land a lot of hits. Zest has to tap out. A nice win to get the 2-1 for Hero. All right, guys, let's go. It's time for game number 4. Now, he's been doing a lot of very simple, committed, all-in style attacks. Does he stick with this, or does he go back to some reflexive macro play? I mean, I say reflexive. That means like reactive, guys. For those who aren't too good with your words, I use reflexive instead of reactive. Why? Because it makes me sound smarter. But Zest isn't the most reactive player ever. It's just his plans have been so aggressive in PvP recently, so we'll have to see if he can do it. Of course, the probes do pass through each other in the middle of the map. There are fish on this map, by the way. Yes, we are on the bottom of a Zerg-infested ocean. What do you mean, Zerg-infested, Pig? Well, I mean, this looks kind of nice. But wait a second. Some of these look a little dodgy. What is that tentacle? Let's go down here. Okay, case in point. Case in point. It's looking pretty Zerg-infested, if you ask me. Anyways, Hero in the bottom left. A very nice play in that last game. Really well done, dude. So this is interesting. Neither side going for the gate on the low ground, or the pylon on the low ground this time. I think neither one wants to be in the defensive setup in this situation. They're like, nah, you're being really aggressive. I'd rather play the 2-gate this time around. And I think it was last game where Zest opened 2-gate and Hero opened 1-gate on the low ground. But here it is, Stalkers and Warp Gate versus Stalkers and Warp Gate. So both of them opening a little more straightforward for now. Keep your eyes on where these probes are. And if someone tries to proxy a 3rd gateway, pylon goes down there. 3rd pylon in the main for Zest. Robo here. Yeah, he stopped probing. He's going to build a Robo here after the next 2 units, I guess. Oh, Zest, oh, Zest, oh, Zest, you naughty little boy. I'm pretty sure Zest's going hyper aggressive, guys. So look at that. 3rd and 4th Stalker, 150 minerals, Robo now. He's doing 3-gate Robo, isn't he? Is he not? What is this build order, Zest? Oh, he's just going Twilight on 1 base? Okay. Versus Robo on 1 base. Okay, so Hero's going to do the 3-gate blink. Okay, so Hero's going 3-gate blink. Oh, that's the 3-gate Robo, sorry. So that's going to be like just a Warp Prism, bunch of Stalkers, maybe an Immortal added in as well. But usually that delays it a little bit. And Zest, on the other hand, is just going to take a slightly delayed expansion after denying his opponent's scouting. So notice Hero's looking everywhere for proxies. And he's just going to go and go up to blink and then play a sort of controlling style with that, where he says, look, yeah, my Nexus is a bit later, but you're kind of worried. And then bam, I have Blink Stalkers. Now, little does he know. Oh, it's not even Blink, it's DTs. Look at that, he's outnumbered. Nice positioning by Hero. Hero there with the better arc on top of the ramp. He's looking around, but Zest doesn't have a forward pylon. He's got to get a probe on the other side of the map. This is Zest's vision. Guys, if you're going to go DTs, you need somewhere to warp them in from. I've got to say, Zest's build looks a little half-baked right now, guys. He needs a probe already heading over there, or he's going to have to just warp in at home. So I'm flabbergasted by Zest's build right now, guys. That DT Shrine finishes in 40 seconds. He thinks he's being one base all in, and I guess he's right, but there's an observer on the way. Dude, if he could warp in a DT and walk it into the base, it would be checkmate, I think. Because the observer's going to be at the front when this all goes down. That Nexus, I think, is sticking out like a sore thumb. That will fall. Zest's trying to go Blink and DTs, but he's very low on units because he's invested so much in the expansion and the tech. This is going to be a very interesting game as Mass Stalker comes in for Hero. He's got an observer behind it. He does warp in a bunch of units at home to try and defend Zest's Adepts, so very well done there to hang on and defend that. He's going to try and get forward here is Hero. 6 Stalkers versus 8. Doesn't want to run into the shield battery with the numbers being so close to even. And look at that. Nice micro by Zest. And he's going to get that guy. Yeah, 4 probes for 2 Adepts. Not the worst trade in the world, but it does allow, of course, Hero to just kind of focus on the front. And this is what I'm talking about, that DT Shrine. He doesn't even want to warp in a DT right now because he doesn't want to show the Dark Shrine. But honestly, this is just a little bit nasty for him. Hero trying to skirmish a bit. If he could pick off the gateway, that would be huge. DTs are going to warp in Hero. And Hero... Oh my god, Hero is not watching. Oh, he kills him. He gets both DTs. I don't think he's lost a single stalk yet. He hasn't. He's only lost those probes. And he's already getting ready to expand behind this. Honestly, Hero should be backing off though now. These stalkers are getting healed up so well. Yeah, kill the gateway. Back off a little bit there. And get that Nexus down. He's going to go for that Nexus in the near future. There we go. 400 minerals are saved up. And look at that. He sees everything now. 4 gates on 1 base. Zest does have Blink. That's the big thing going for him. Honestly, though, feels like Hero's build is a little bit tighter. And Zest, I think he tried to play reactive here and he kind of fumbled it a little bit. And this is often the feeling I get when Zest gets a little overly reactive. Zest looks his best, I think, when his game plan is decided before the game even starts. I don't think he's as good as some of these guys at reacting and adapting. I mean, for Protoss stats comes to mind as a player who's so reactive, right? But Zest, not as good as someone like that at playing that reflexive game, and I think he tripped over his own feet by not having that forward pylon. Oh, nice force field. Hero does not have an expand. He doesn't really need it because he realizes he's got such good units building. It is nice to put pressure on your opponent though, and Zest overcommitting a little bit there. The Observer's always going to give Hero a warning of what's going on. Ooh, Stalker drop comes on in. But Blink is pretty good, man. Oh, they're not quite getting into healing range though. Careful, mate. Oh, look at that. The Immortal's just two-shot a Stalker as soon as it comes in. Observer finally does go down there. Hero's going to back on out, drops his own Nexus, and he's already got 2 Immortals versus none. Oh! He's going to lose one. Oh! Looked like his barrier came off cooldown during the fight, which was cool. You got to watch out with that Prism as Hero here. Unless you're going to warp in on it. 4 Stalkers is less than 6, and they have Blink. And he is going to warp in. Okay. He's going to try and get a kill or 2. Look at that. Oh, and he's forcing him to blink back. Zest. Uh-oh. He gets flanked Hero here with a big brain maneuver. And he's going to kill 2 Stalkers with that one.
Thanks for the Bezos box.
Beautiful play. Zest does answer by getting one of Hero's Stalkers and pulls back. He's trying to still hang out on one base, building more Immortals. But Hero is here, and Hero says, hey, time for me to win the game with my overwhelming numbers, bro. No force fields or nothing like that. Oh, Zest, get back up that ramp, dog. Hero could shove. I really think Hero could shove up that ramp. With no force fields available, you could just walk up that ramp and then start one-shotting units, but that is it. Zest is going to come in with a lovely little counterattack. Army gets recalled here, not before a couple probes go down. Ah, nice little delaying tactic. Zest still 1 base versus 2, though. And those probes can, of course, transfer down. Prism's going to go down. Oh! Gets a Prism. Zest with the value. But keep in mind, they might get flanked again. Oh, especially if he uses Blink back. Oh, Zest. Yet again, Hero traps ya. And that's going to be that. He takes an expand, but he is down half the Stalker count, down an Immortal, down a mining expansion, and of course, Hero is already up one probe, and chrono boosting probes off 2 Nexi at a time. Twilight Council goes down for him as well, a massive lead for Hero, and honestly, I do think a little bit of a better build order matchup for him. That being said, I do think Zest really messed up by not having the forward pylon. The DTs are actually incredibly good versus 3-gate Robo, because even if they have an observer out, you force that observer to recall home, or you force the probes to kind of run away. Your DT runs in here, the probes run out the left, and they run in circles, and you're gonna just do so much damage. But it's a big issue there for the DT player Zest. The Immortals come in for a lovely little flanky flank. Notice they're trying to cut off the retreat, but the Stalkers can blink down there if they want, or across that gap. Well done. So as Zest, I'd probably be going Disruptors here. I think always you can, tie up these numbers, especially unupgraded gateway units with Disruptors. But as I say that, Blink and a 3rd base on the way, so Hero's getting all those pieces that are going to give him longevity in this game. Oh, Guapo, thank you very much for the 14-month resub. Guys, this has just been such an excellent series from Hero. Navigating the chaos of PvP, handling it with poise and vigor. With vigor and poise. Don't know where that one came from, but I like it. I'm going to use that again. It's going to elevate. Is he? Oh, no, he's just going to do a little drippy drop. Just pick off a pylon and leave the feared double Immortal drop. Now, the Robo Bay does go down, so Zest is also thinking about Disruptors as a potential comeback unit in this game. As Hero, though, I mean, you could take the 3rd, you could go charge and just overwhelm so easily. 4-base, mass blink into charge, like, there's nothing. Hero's going double Robo Bay on 41 probes. So this to me makes me just kind of scratch my head and go, Hero, what? Why? Why would you go double Robo Bay when you're on 41 probes? Like to me, that seems insane. Obviously, if you're going to go to the next step, you need another 15 probes. But he's like, yeah, man, I've got Blink, I've got 3 gates, let's go double Robo. And I'm like, I mean, it's not the worst thing. It's just such a strange Hero transition where I'm like, if you use those nonstop, you'll have 6 Disruptors and you'll still be on 3 gateways. Like, that is just so bizarre to me. Whereas the idea of the more flexible charge tech, more mobile tech, it's a more smothering play where you can take a 4th, get the economy up on 4 mineral lines, and then go into the Disruptors. That's what I would do. I would prefer that. This is a nice play, though. I do like this from Hero. When Hero clearly just thinks differently to I do, and that's why I both have my eyes open to learn and also to point out what he could do better. And that stuff, a lot of these things for me, it's the default is let's try and get ahead economically and smother him that way, because economy is just the best sort of lead. You can use it in so many different ways. And Hero's like, dude, have you seen me stab bitches? And I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, having some more units is like having a knife. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, you could only really stab someone by having more units or a bit of a tech advantage. It doesn't give you the same flexibility to make more knives. And Hero's like, dude, I have 500 different ways of stabbing people with my knives. I don't need to make extra knives. I just need more knives here right now. Let's make knife. Let's get stabby stab. Let's make fight. And guys, they're both on double Robo Disruptor. How bizarre. Now, as I said, these Robos are going to sit idle because his economy wasn't there yet. So he's already stopped Disruptor production after 4. So he's got 4 Disruptors out, and then he's just kind of like, don't need more Robos. Is thinking about a 4th base, is pushing forward, has overwhelming numbers.
Thanks for the base.
But the Disruptors could be the big comeback play. Oh, already gets 2 sentries and damages an Immortal. That's a great first ball. Zest, though, does have a good observer there. Watch out. That's a good... Yep, Zest wins that trade. Nice. 2 Disruptors of Heroes going down. Does have another Disruptor there, though. He blinks forward as well. And a nice answering Disruptor. Oh! Both a better Disruptor for Zest. I mean, if Zest just holds that Disruptor key down, which he's done very well. He's on 4 going up to 6. There's absolutely a potential to get back in this game. And Hero is not holding down the probe key behind this, so he's looking to overwhelm him. I gotta say, when you got 26 Stalkers versus 13, it seems all right. 3 Immortals for Zest are gonna make it a bit harder to just blink in there and focus everything down there, as long as you keep your balls spread. Right now, Zest is in a very sticky situation. For any of the gentlemen out there who've been in sticky situations, maybe you're on a hot, sweaty bus with no air conditioning, something like that. You want to make sure your balls don't stick together. You got to spread them out and air them out, because right now they could get blinked on and they're not far enough apart from each other. That being said, a crazy move by Hero, but not a good spread on the balls. And we see there Zest making the classic mistake I always talk about here. You've got to make sure those are spread out, aired out, or they will stick together and get isolated. GG, well played though. Hero gets the 3-1. Very, very nice. Chat was asking for the control group camera. Sorry, I wasn't showing that today, guys. So in this scenario, guys, these balls, they were all next to each other. They should have had a ball there, a ball there. The trick with that is if he blinks forward and you shoot with a ball from there, he can't focus that down. He has only one choice, spread or run backwards against that. So keeping your balls spread is better. Whereas if you're like this, you need to shoot them all, because you know if you just shoot 1 or 2, he's just going to focus them down. So he stops one shot. He stops another shot, and then you're like, okay, well, I threw enough shots that he can't stop all of them. But then look, you only end up getting 1 out of 5 actually connecting. And as good as that shot was, look at that, another one, too close together. So you've got to be careful. Sometimes they do get a bit stuck. You've got to be careful. Spread, get your man spread going, and maybe there was a 2% chance for Zest to get back in that game. But overall, fantastic play by Hero. GG, well played.